Just around the car.
Ridley uses like 10 cameras and sits in a trailer and he watches A cam go to B cam, go to C cam, and he cuts the film in his head watching the monitors. I don't think there's anyone else in the world that films that. You know, I would argue that he's on everyone's list of cinematic heroes.
Coming from that.
can also get a surf lesson with a pro surfer. Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food critic. Homes, experiences, and services. Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
My bag should run well. I'm looking for the music. Sykkuno cuts his eyeballs.
In the latest Twitch news, Sykkuno has once again made it very clear that TwitchCon is not something he wants to experience again after the topic came up during a conversation with a friend. Rather than simply saying he wasn't interested, Sykkuno immediately went off about his past experiences with the event, sharing in the following clip.
I would go camping.
Let's all have a camping trip together.
Yes. Camping trip.
Next TwitchCon.
Oh, I'm never going there again. I hate that place. Fell off.
Yeah, actually, probably not. I've never been at TwitchCon.
Never once. I'd rather cut myself in the eyeballs, rip off my eyelids, cook them and feed them to a wild pig than do any of that ever again. Anyway. Oh, hey, Ash, you found the puzzle. Awesome.
Thank goodness I was less than a friend.
What a stupid
Oh, no, we
comparison.
saw you from above.
The community quickly split between people laughing at Sykkuno's reaction and others pointing out that his dislike of TwitchCon isn't exactly new. One person argued that Sykkuno has repeatedly mentioned practical hassles, bad past experiences, and simply not enjoying the event as reasons for avoiding it, but others weren't nearly as sympathetic. Some viewers used the clip as another opportunity to bring up the controversies surrounding Sykkuno, with one person sarcastically suggesting that his complaints about TwitchCon could also apply to his own streaming situation. Another commenter went even further, mocking Sykkuno over the accusations and viewership controversies surrounding him, while pointing out that Tectone has continued to support him. At the same time, there were people who actually understood why Sykkuno would rather stay away. One viewer argued that if he attended TwitchCon, there would probably be people approaching him to bring up his past controversies, while recording themselves, or streaming the interaction, potentially creating another viral moment. They also pointed to concerns about the security and general hassle surrounding the event. Folks Money wasn't ready for the eye contact agent gave her.
But you know, I don't.
Antoine appeared to have a bit of a realization. He suggested that the reaction from XQC's audience suddenly made a lot more sense to him, and instead of backing away from the idea, he actually considered going straight to the source.
Who should we try and collab with next? The Burnt Peanut? Oh my god. This explains so much why XQC's chat hates me. E-Rob and Pokelaw's community. Holy dude. I get it. What? I'm fourth on E-Rob's? So y'all be in E-Rob's chat after being in this chat, hating on me in E-Rob's chat? That's crazy. I thought E-Rob was your alt, bro. Shut the f up. That's crazy. Okay, how about this? How about maybe I can stream with this guy? What do you guys think? Should I ask him? What did you say about the data? Post that again.
once again found himself in the middle of a bizarre Pokemon encounter. Electricon, after coming across a man carrying around a dog while apparently looking to make a Pokemon trade. During the interaction, Nick discovered that the man was willing to trade the dog for a Pokemon slab, essentially swapping a real-life animal for a graded Pokemon card. The unusual situation caught Nick's attention, and he couldn't believe what he was witnessing.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I never heard of that in my life. Oh my god, so small. Really?
Danny, would you be mad if I gave him my whole piece? I'll take the slab. Oh, okay, I heard that. That's high-end stuff. Or something like that. That's cute.
No, that's a cute puppy.
That's 12K at LA Twitch.
Of a puppy? That's insane. So you just walk around and... That's so cool.
Yeah, I've been breeding like 6 years.
Really cool. Thank you, you too. Yo, Chad, he traded a dog for the cards. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I never heard of that in my life. Dude said he traded the dog for some slabs, Chad. He's trading a dog for, fake. He's trading a real animal for cardboard pictures of animals.
Some people joking that the Poke Streets had become completely out of control. One commenter simply reacted to the situation by saying that the Pokemon scene was getting real, but another reaction took a much more serious look at the bigger picture surrounding Pokemon conventions. One viewer argued that the hobby has increasingly become dominated by adults buying, scalping and flipping cards, to the point where children, who were traditionally a huge part of Pokemon's audience, barely seem to be represented at some card shows anymore. They claimed that whenever they see videos from these events, they might see only a handful of kids surrounded by hundreds of adults, raising the question of whether the hobby has shifted away from the younger fans who originally grew up collecting Pokemon cards. World
You don't
champions
gotta give nothing to.
Romans 12:21 do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good.
that specific one, Killy. Are you ready?
Yeah, you're good, dude.
No, Killy. Is that you? No, Killy. I'm not moving. I'm in the spot.
I don't know. You can send a message with that.
You saw was not me. You sure
It's
you
over
did
there.
right? That's not me. I'm inside.
It's all good, dude. I want to see what you wrote here. Let's see what it was. I'll put a quote. I want to see what you wrote. Doctor's disrespect, dude.
Enjoy fast and secure streaming. Get NordVPN today. Your skin wants spa level tank. Your nose wants to go on vacation. Do both. Old Spice PG antiperspirant is gentle on skin and has long-lasting scent like a never-ending tropical sun. I'm taking a spa-cation day.
What happened to Knox? He went back to Tokyo. I don't know. He couldn't handle the heat, I guess. I told him just don't worry about it. You good? You good, bro? Don't worry about it. But he couldn't handle the heat. Went back. Ozemi's up in the news, I know, but hey, he's not. Nothing's gonna happen to him. He ain't gonna go to jail or nothing. He didn't break no laws. He'll be fine.
Zemi owes me
He'll be
KPP.
all right. I don't know if Knox is guilty. Just, imagine getting attacked in flames by the whole community. I would leave too, right? I don't blame him. He didn't do nothing. He's innocent. Stealing, bike, assault, evading police. Dude, that's just in his nature. That doesn't mean he's breaking any laws. That is just the nature of who he is. And you have to respect that, okay? It's part of the culture.
Stone 2 Big Brothers, 3 prison streams, 2 scavenger hunts, 2 fear factors. This is your 5th time in Japan in your whole career. You were a hack with no new ideas. It made you lazy.
I've done 2 prison streams, actually. Tim, lazy. Listen, buddy, I'm in Hiroshima. I don't even know why I'm here. But fuck you. If I was lazy, I would have just stayed in Tokyo the whole time.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go find a hotel and go shower and clean. Maybe I'll see you around later.
All right, I'll see you. Hi. Good? Why? What? Why? Nani desu ka? Nani? Or naze? 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 Is that a picture of me? Dude, they holding a photo? What is that, Nani? Dude, they have a photo of me. What, can I see? This? No, yeah, no camera. What is that?
That's what happened.
Remember he promised, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym with you.
What did he say to you?
You didn't say shit. It was 12 a.m. I was like, yo, where you at? It was 12 p.m. He didn't wait. What's that, man?
Yep. No, they had a printed out photo of my face.
What you mean?
It's the verification that came to me. Then he's gonna lose everything.
Remember he promised, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym with you.
What did he say to you?
You didn't say shit. It was 12 a.m. I was like, yo, where you at? It was 12 p.m. He didn't wake up. He doesn't say shit. He just completely zoned me, bro. He didn't say shit. Fuck that guy. I literally told him, yo.
Well, I'm gonna get Eddie on speed dial. Yeah, this guy Ray, he ain't doing any content, bro. He literally points the camera in my face. He doesn't do shit else. I don't think he's climbing. You're climbing up.
Hell yeah. With my trigger. Remember this type shit?
Sure. Soft A or hard R?
Soft I would never.
What about to say? Right now, you got what do you mean by that? Browners versus Trey? Yo, I'll box Trey at any moment. Yo, Trey, look in the dark. I wish, bro.
I wish I could actually go in the dark.
Emery Morgan right now, you got what do you mean by that? Browners versus Trey? Yo, I'll box Trey at any moment. Yo, Trey Living wants to box on Browners, let's set it up, bro. Trey Living, I'm calling your bitch ass out. Let's set it up, Trey Living. Let's box, bro. Come on, let's do it. Oh, there's a lot of foreigners here. Yo, where are you guys from? Yo, what the fuck were you just about to say? Where are you guys from?
I'm from Korea.
You from Korea? You were just about to say the N-word?
Low key,
I can't say soft A or hard R?
Soft I would never mess
Alright, you're good.
But
He was about to say the hard R, man.
hell no! Hey, Joe, can we take a picture? Remember this type shit?
Sure.
Yeah, you can always do this shit.
What's...
With my trigger.
You said where you?
Ain't no way he does this shit all the time.
Where is it?
Korea.
Type shit.
Hell yeah. Where you from, man?
I'm from California.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? There's hella black people here.
Yeah, I don't like it. You say it, bro. I got you.
Okay.
Hey, numbers don't lie, right? And I can say anything to kick, right?
Yeah, sure. Vacuum time.
Back for all that shit.
What do you want to take me? What do you want to take me? What do you want to do with me?
Huh?
What do you want to do with me? What do you want to do with me? What do you want to take me?
Huh?
What do you want to take me? Pull over? Yeah, YouTube! Where do you want to take me?
Where do you
Want to take me? And what do you want to do with me? Give you money back? Come and get it back, motherfucker. Come and get your money, bitch. I don't know you dog shit. I'm not Tazo. I'm not one of these. I'm not a leech who was sitting around drinking with you. I don't owe you shit. Bitch. Tic-tac. Head. You. Go ahead. Do a bun again.
Do. Go live. Start screaming. BBC. Shut the.
Yes, go. Another one. To focus on your game, you gotta clear your head. The active ingredient in Head and Shoulders nourishes your scalp and works to fight dandruff.
Go. You're non-10 as fuck. Thank God Ice likes you. Dumbass bitch. Dated the most cringe man ever. You dated a pedo. You fucked Action Man. You. Tell the chat, how was Action Man's dick? You gonna keep lying about him? You gonna keep lying about Action Man? Are you trying to put me in? Are you trying to put me in jail right now?
Am I trying to put you in jail?
Yeah. Why are they saying you're siding with Nana and trying to put me in jail?
Because they're trolling you. I said on my stream that Nana filed a police report on all of you guys, and you guys are all going to go to jail.
That Tic Tac head fucking bitch filed a police report for me?
She said she filed a police report on everybody, and then she sent me a screenshot of your stream, and she said you specifically because you called her a bitch.
Okay, well, is it illegal to cheat on your husband in Japan? Because I'm going to file a police report for that.
I mean, technically, I think it is illegal, yeah.
All right, well, she's going to jail tonight. Where are you? Where?
File a police report on her? Yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing tonight, then.
But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to just make it clear, like, just so everybody knows, she filed a police report, and apparently that's what she said to me. So be careful.
I'm just capturing the moment because it's like my birthday vlog. I'm doing a birthday vlog.
That's cool.
So what happened last night was just, you remember you're like squirting.
It looks like I had a water hose down here. I don't know.
Good dog food. Like I literally ate pizza because of dog. And there was a but I have to tell you the truth straightforward, but it is what it is. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great freaking day.
Look like tasty bananas.
Stuff in there, bro. Damn, you good, bro. Man.
Are you an immigrant?
No.
You look like Sneako's fucking pro-terrorist ass brother. You look like Sneako's brother, Lico.
Oh my God. Found something that Adi's gonna love. Adi, look what I found. That.
I swear to God, I'm not doing that. Body.
A man just tried to get my number by saying he has 100 Pokemon. No one said that. Nobody ever tried to get your number about Pokemon. Whole clout chase. You're clout chasing off of the Pokemon trend that I started. Sweet. So me and you are gonna be. Are you gonna buy any? You're.
Maybe not so high.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Kate will demonstrate that we have endless pockets.
Okay. Are you looking for any card in particular?
Yes.
Which one?
Legendary Collection Reverse Hollow Mewtwo.
Oh shit, that's fucking expensive.
Someone told me that I should be able to get one here at 70-ish.
So you should be able to get shit here like pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you're using cash.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
70? Oh my god. That's a lot.
I would do a Charizard, but like that would be like I'd have to use crypto.
What is this? No. What? No. Yo. That's fucking aura. That's crazy. No, that's good. Oh man, we should have you should get a picture like right next to it.
I didn't bring a suit over this one though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, say what's up.
Yo, what you want, gang? Hype this man up.
Hell yeah. I'm Kai Sinet.
He's Kai Sinet.
Yeah, what's good?
I'm recording you too with my nigga. Look. Hey, What's the name? What's the name? What's the name?
Nick White.
Nick White.
I just want to do Pokemon because I want to do Pokemon. I just want to do Pokemon. So many people want to do Pokemon because like it brings them views and this and that and you know that's all. You know, I just want to do Pokemon, bro. That's what I mean. Yeah, I just want to do Pokemon.
No, she won't attack you. She'll just, at most, she'll just be loud.
I'm out.
But she's gonna follow you. It's not us.
I'm out. All the time. I look up her stream. I'm out. 10 minutes before.
If she comes here, then we'll figure it out. But I think it's fine.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm dipping as soon as I see.
Sure.
In the vicinity.
Sure.
That's how I'm doing it. I'm not getting hurt.
My bad. Brother. Alright, keep walking. Just ignore her. Okay, does it go under? Yeah, it does. That'll work.
When? Prove it. Prove it. Prove it, you like you slut. Prove it, you like you bitch. Yeah. Just like a gaping shit bigger than a beluga's nose. What are you doing like that to me for? What did I do? I'm just saying, bro. No te confíes conmigo. I'm not the one, bro. Marcy, shut the f up. You take advantage of homeless people, dude. Marcy, you have nowhere to talk, dude. You got nothing to talk, dude. You can't talk shit. Go back to calling people, dude. Go back, go. Go ahead, walk by. Prove it. Prove it. How about we just go to the cops and tell them you don't have a work visa in America? So you're not making money right now. That's generating income in America. Bring the cops. Bring the cops. Bring the cops. Doesn't matter. You're still making money in America without a permit. Go ahead. Let's go to the cops. Bring the cops. Bring the cops. Mexican Indian bitch. Yep. Mexican Indian bitch. Shut the up. Marcy, the only thing you have about you is your tits. Other than that, you're a bitch. You're a bitch. Marcy, shut the up. You're a little kid, dude. Off. Off. Marcy. 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 Moxie, give me a hug. Give me a hug, Moxie. Give me a hug. Just give me a nice big hug. You're 404, bitch. You're gonna get 404, bitch. And what?
I don't know if I can do this. It's been a
Fast
while.
forward.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, there's literally nothing on this screen. So. This whole thing's cooked. Zanzibar. Every day posting something that's Spanish. That's it.
Man, there's way better places for.
So IBM just pulled off something a lot of people in the chip world would honestly thought was still years away. They built a working chip.
Give me one hug, Jan.
No.
Please.
Well, I wouldn't hug you if you weren't blue.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Do you push that?
So Aiden Ross went after Mr. Beast once again. A couple of months back, Aiden called out Jimmy live on stream, asking where the hell are these wells that Team Water raised $40 million for?
Where's the water that we raised, XQC, not me and Jimmy? Where is it, bro? I'm actually asking you guys to send me a clip for an update or some type of please, bro. Send me the fucking evidence!
Fast forward to now, Jimmy finally responded and Aiden predictably clapped back.
If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? I'm expecting a fucking water plant.
So today, we're dissecting what Jimmy actually constructed in Africa, how Aiden reacted to the update, and how XQC stepped in to back Aiden up.
So I was mad at, I feel like a scammer. A little bit?
For context, Mr. Beast launched Team Water back in 2025, aiming to raise $40 million to build clean drinking water infrastructure across Africa. Furthermore, Jimmy's aggressive strategy of live calling creators to solicit donations felt uncomfortably coercive, putting peers on the spot under the glare of hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Yo.
Are you getting ready to drop music soon but feeling overwhelmed by the process? This free CD Baby Playbook will walk you through every step of your release. From choosing...
Hey. Debt collector here, where's that 100 G's?
Dude, what the hell?
Where's,
How am I getting pressed like this?
Where's the 100 grand? It's 100,000 years of clean water for people in need.
Yet despite the friction, a few major analytical deep dives like this, and let's rewind to the beginning, was blind painted completely blue, a coat designed to stain for weeks.
This isn't just another fish tank case. The Atlas.
What are we hearing right now? I'm playing.
One tap and you're protected. Be bored. Be safer. Get NordVPN now.
When you gonna stop playing?
Big chicken energy. Adrian Bronner found unresponsive and carried off stream. I can't say I'm excited to bring you guys this one today, but I also can't say that I'm surprised. I'm going into this video blind, so I don't know too much about what actually happened. I'm hoping that it's not serious. But Adrian Bronner, that's worse. I hope you get right into the video and see him, bro. It's definitely a weird one though, where I'm not feeling proud of the idea.
They actually captured everything. I want to start off by saying prayers up for Adrian Bronner. Y'all know I don't want to see anybody that I cover pass away or anything like that. But yeah, this one is a very ugly situation from what we can tell. So the duo was supposed to be packing today to go and watch Ray J fight against Orlando Brown. But all of a sudden, AV was carried up from his downstairs drinking room and apparently placed in the back room with all of the beds. Here's the moment where he, left from the main streaming warehouse down to the drinking area. Some water, bro. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, call that. Yeah. So that was the last time that we saw Adrian Bronner on stream, walking under his own power. Because like I said, he was carried back in a few hours after walking out right there. I'm assuming to go and continue to drink. I don't know, I'm not there obviously, But we have covered in the past how there is like a downstairs warehouse that they have access to as well, where AB goes and parties. Also, speaking of partying, AB was up the entire night with Scam Likely, who's, you know, a brand risk fighter and a streamer himself, and AB seemed like he was kind of
watching the clips as bro's giving his commentary. Anaconda, wild man is sleeping.
AB.
He's going. He's touching on it. He doesn't think it happened.
Alright, so as we can see here, there's the security team with what appears to be an unresponsive Adrian Brunner being carried to the back room. And I'm not gonna lie, taking to the back room from
He looked like he's getting carried off the stream. Maybe we don't want to send a panic and commotion to the...
You can tell by the way Robert Easter Jr. speculate on if it was, you know, drinking, drugs, both, or maybe even a physical altercation gone wrong. I think we can rule out the physical altercation.
Oh my god.
I can maybe see through a lens. Dean's just frustrated, he's tired, he's like, damn, bro, I gotta deal with this bullshit. But again, this is your man, bro. This is your man. You're gonna keep platforming him, you're gonna keep enabling this behavior. Alright, well, it's partially your responsibility too. At least act like you give a fuck. Am I tripping here? You know, cut the stream off. I just feel like this is weird.
Oh my god, bro. How do y'all work a job? I can't imagine working a job. Genuinely. Dude, I can't believe streamers say streaming's harder than a 9 to 5. If that's a 9 to 5, oh my god. Oh, never would I ever work a 9 to 5. Oh god. Oh my god. 9 to... Oh my god, dude, I can't believe people do that. Dude, if you work a 9 to 5, bro, what? Woo! 9 to 5 is worse than that? Oh my god, what are you living in hell on earth? God. Oh my god, bro. Lame bait? I'm not baiting. Think it's bait? That was hell on fucking earth. 9 to 5? Yeah, right. I'll get on unemployment. I'll take unemployment over a 9 to 5 all fucking day. Holy shit.
You're going to jail, buddy. That's right. You were at the karaoke pot. She went to the cops. You're going to jail.
Listen, it's all Nana's fault, man.
Well, you're going to jail.
She just left.
She?
No, first Cargo left. And then... What about the gloves at?
shit's cut.
There's nothing like fueling your growth with 2x points on select business purchases and access to over $3,500 in business and travel value annually. There's nothing like business planning.
Thank you. You've probably heard a very similar story. And I'm not saying that that story isn't true. I'm just saying not every single person is going to experience this device in the same way. Basically, like everything else on planet Earth. Now, it is a major deviation from Samsung's vision for foldables in the past, at least the last 7 generations, and that's because they moved not away from, but introduced a new form factor that is totally different from the more narrow, traditional candy bar design that they have been relying on for 7 generations. Now, they didn't abandon it. They also introduced the Fold 8 Ultra, which I don't have here, and I likely will get eventually. And that's more of an, a new iteration of the original or the previous Gen Fold 7. By a 7.6-inch internal display, new aspect ratios, very much a 4:3 experience, great for e-reading, great for watching, or I should say playing retro games, anything that was centered around 4:3 content. So for a millennial, there's a big appeal here if that's what you're after. But if that's not what you're after, this is where for me this becomes a little bit more of a head scratcher. Because while I really appreciate that this is a 201-gram phone, it's the lightest foldable, to my knowledge, ever made. So this is progress in a different way because we've got a phone that barely weighs anything, that is a 7.5-inch tablet that you can stick in your pocket. And by that measure, I adore what Samsung has done here. But we also have to talk about why they did it. The only reason we're getting this device now, and it's the reason you haven't seen it in 7 generations of Samsung's design language for foldables, is because this is what Apple wanted. And Apple's entitled, as a customer who does not really manufacture their own products in terms of the components, of course, they're going to go to someone else, and in this case, it's Samsung, in order to use displays. And so as soon as that business came in the door, Samsung knew, okay, we've been waiting for this for years. They had a plan, and the plan was exactly what you see playing out now. This didn't happen overnight. Samsung knew that a day would come that Apple would make an investment in foldables, and they wanted to be right there in the driver's seat, and they are, and I'll explain why. If this device works out, Samsung has created a clear alternative for anyone who wants this form factor, but isn't necessarily married to Apple's ecosystem, or maybe you don't like it altogether, so you wouldn't entertain it. It doesn't even make a difference. The point is,
I think landed right on my face.
Samsung is the expert on foldables. So if you are more keen on having the best
I pulled them right off,
rather
too.
than the Apple foldable experience,
Ooh.
they've got your back. This is the form factor that speaks to you. But in the same breath, if this experiment that Apple is taking on with this new form factor fails, it's no sweat off of Sammy's back, because Samsung is continuing to manufacture the Fold 8 Ultra, which is essentially the Fold 7 with, brand new spec updates. But again, nothing revolutionary. Well, a few things, but not in a way that an average consumer is going to notice in the way they do with this device, because all this is about is this new short, wide form factor. And look, I know everyone wants to
listening to
celebrate
some
the,
bullshit
short
right now.
king, so to speak. But the reality is that while this is the lightest foldable ever, I find it to be kind of awkward. Now,
AB might be dead right now.
She thinks it's great. In fact, she's going to end up getting this device from me, and she doesn't know it yet. But to me, what Samsung's been doing every generation with foldables, a candy bar style, this is where it's at. I really do not personally see the, I don't know, how do you say, it's not a redefining capability. And I think it's more of just a preference. And I think Samsung was totally correct in going the candy bar route, because already we're seeing how some accessories are not designed for this form factor, and that's obvious why. The entire phone world is not designed with a form factor like this. And before you tell me that this is going to have a reasonable success, most of us that
It is nice. No hash, dude. Fuck hash. Hash is bad now, too, dude.
It's all from Walmart.
There's no hash in there. Fuck the hash. Unless you're going to Morocco. Or something like that. Yeah, I agree. Fuck weed, dude. Well, I don't think weed's bad. I think weed's good if you inhale dust all day like me. Otherwise, you don't really need it. I literally sleep in a dust pit, so the weed coats my lungs. And I spit all day and remove the diseases. The main reason I smoke these is for the tobacco. No, I need the tobacco, I'm telling you. Tobacco cancels COVID. Because my mom smoked cigarettes and didn't get COVID. A lot of other people didn't, but the one guy who also smokes in our family didn't get COVID, and everyone around him did. It's just some bullshit. That's what I mean. We smoked. We're smoking. We smoked backwoods. We smoked the usual. And that was in like 2020. So, you know what I'm saying? There is something good about backwoods. There is something bad about them, but there's also something good. So I'll take the good, dude. I take the good with everything, dude. As long as it's good. That's what I'm saying. Smoking backwoods cured us of COVID. And I never get sick. Like, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't get sniffles. I don't cough. The only time I ever cough is from the backwoods. If I roll them, like if I re-rolled this. Which is like a whole backwood almost. I think it's just too much backwood. Like, if you have too much backwood, too dense, and your backwood to whatever's in it ratio is bad, then it's bad. And it makes my throat swell up, but it could be the ash. But I've eaten ash, and I've gotten it down my throat, and I didn't have my throat swell up. I know it does fuck with your eyes, though. Well, that's the thing. When it's like that, you gotta smoke it all the way down, and then put this in it. But I don't really care sometimes, and smoke them really harsh. And then I only smoke like 2, and then I'm like, whatever. Pretty much. No, dude, I just smoke less. I don't even smoke to get high. I literally smoke so that my lungs are clear. Because when I go to bed and I wake up, I got clear lungs in the morning. Or when I wake up. I think it's good. But if you put weed on top of it, like a lot of weed, like you could take this. No, there's only dust in my room. It's impossible. My mom stores all her clothes in there. It's just impossible. I'm gonna keep smoking the weed, honestly. I just keep smoking. No. It's just like dust, dude. Like it spawns from the bed, from the clothes. There's like a bunch of other shit in there that I could take out, but there's like a couch, there's 2 couches full of dust. Fucking carpeted room full of dust, carpets full of dust. Everything's got dust, dude. It's only lagging because this thing's really far away. I can put it over here. Switch it. Put it over there. See if that's any better. It's just the distance I am from the house. See, look, it went away. The higher up the phone is, the better. It's like however close it is. I need new routers, all that. It's like however close it is. I need new. There you go. Lower this down. Oh shit. little connectors over here like this. I had to put it up on top of the thing. I guess that works. Use it like an antenna. This is the best we can do. I had to put it up on top of the thing. I guess that works. Use it like an antenna. This is the best we can do. Time. I think it's good. That one had some cool music.
With Walmart Plus Assist, if you qualify for government assistance, you get 50% off membership. With free delivery and video spinning toys included, there's more room in the budget for movie night.
Got snacks, got movies, got my...
The chirper. These songs are all chilling.
This mini PC can handle pretty much everything you need. This is the Ace Magic Mini PC. It's small enough to fit in my hand and barely takes up any...
I have an iceberg in here.
When I got a pay cut, Dave helped me get cash. Up to $500 in 5 minutes or less.
Davy
I definitely
Jones.
use Dave to pay bills in advance. I love that there are no hidden fees with Dave. I know everything up front. I also love the fact that I'm able to do the things that I want to do. I can go skating. I can take the kids to the movies. I can go eat pizza. You know that at the end of the day,
I think my phone died. Or something. I don't know how. Is it 20%? It was at 32% when it died. That's a little too early to die. My phone.
Ready to go back to school now? Get back to school ready?
Blizzard Double Flip deal is here. Buy one Blizzard tree and get a second for just 99 cents. Get it in the DQ app. Keep it like this time. Burst limitless pants detected. Welcome to the first.
This isn't just another fish tank case. The Atlas P6 CG features a massive 270-degree curved tempered glass design that gives you an uninterrupted view of your hardware from almost any angle. And for those of you who spend way too much on collectibles, don't worry, Gamdias thought of that too, and it actually includes a dedicated display platform with its own spotlight. Cooling is handled with 4 pre-installed ARGB PWM fans, and the chimney-style airflow layout that pulls cool air from the bottom and exhausts heat naturally through the top. Designed to keep your build looking as clean as possible. So if you want a case that's equal parts airflow, showcase, and conversation starter, check out the Gamdias Atlas P6 CG at the link below. The fact that throw the whole PCB in places you don't want it, because the liquid metal is just that, a liquid, and it moves easily. So I have to. I'm not going to really miss the matte material here because there right now. But still, you know what though? Holy crap! I'm going to assume right now it has not really had any negative effect on the material here. But look at this. You see this little like drip right there? That just happened right now when I lifted it up. So I need to make sure. It hasn't gotten on any of the memory or anywhere around it. So I have to do a very thorough cleaning on this. And what I'm gonna have to start with is getting like the Q-tips and like trying to suck up as much of it as I can with the Q-tip. That way it doesn't just smear. Because if I put alcohol in there and wipe it, it's just going to smear it around. And it turns into a really nasty mess. But if I just do a quick wipe on the block, I think the block held up pretty well. I mean, it should. It devoured. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, white liquid metal, you just sort of reform it into a gianter ball. So, see how it's just smearing around? I know it's I'll be able to wipe it easily. I don't think there's any sort of pitting or corrosion on there. Nice. Maybe a blast or something afterwards, but. Now these are Kimtech wipes right here, science brand. These are not tissue, right? This is very specific, non-fibrous lab wipes. I want to see what happens. Okay. Oh. I conducted dirt. Hey, why aren't you using it with the new block? Cool has done any attempt at. Now I do have a clear acrylic polish in it somewhere. That's what one little drop of liquid metal did when I wiped it with the paper. It's so metal. Alright, so there we go. Clean as can be. Clean as a whistle. But you might be looking at the core going, wow, Jay, that really caused some weird effects on the core. No, it didn't touch the core at all. This was one of my XOC cards. This is one of the cards that, is this the card I redid the wiring with? I think this is the card I redid yeah, this is one of the cards I redid. Anyway, I lapped this. So what you're seeing right here are the sanding marks because I lapped basically the raised letters off of the die. And when you're doing XOC, clamping pressure and the tightest pressure between the XOC, like the LNP pot and the die is really important. So to get rid of the raised letters, which is only like, I don't know, thousandth or 16 thousandths of a millimeter or something crazy like that. I don't know it's really low. It makes a difference. I think that's one of the reasons why this card was performing so well too, was the liquid metal plus the lap. You might see some discoloration around the side right here. Most of the nail polish has come off with the isopropyl alcohol. Although it's not nail polish remover, alcohol does break down the acrylic. So I kept hitting that with my toothbrush and my compressed air to get most of that off. So we're back to a pretty good state now where I can get the new block put on, but you know, this is kind of where this video sort of ends because I was curious, like the question really was, this is the first time I've ever run liquid metal full time in anything. And I was curious as to whether or not it would cause a problem. Now here's the thing, cards that are designed to use liquid metal, that are using it from the factory, i.e. the 5090 FE, have both a moat that keeps it from migrating where it needs to, like away, it keeps it from migrating to areas it shouldn't be touching, and 2, an oxygen barrier. because what accelerates the corrosion that gallium can cause is when it mixes with oxygen. And so they have like a rubber seal that would go on there too, and when you push it down, it actually squishes the air out and creates almost like a little vacuum. That is not what this was, clearly. So I just was curious if it was, did I cause myself an issue here? No, I didn't. This card has been through hell, and that's why I wanted to reuse.
Enjoy fast and secure streaming. Get more VPN today.
Alright, we gained another laptop that needs to be saved, and this time we have an Alienware M16R1. Now this one, I've already fixed, but it's overheating. This laptop's maxed out and sitting there at 99 degrees C, if you look here, on the CPU, and 91 degrees C on the other CPU die. So this one's definitely going to have some sort of overheating issue, and this one had the DDR5 RAM power supply short out, and we had to repair that issue. So next step, let's go ahead and get this thing tore down, and let's do a fresh, clean thermal paste. We'll convert it to PPM 7950. We'll clean out the fans and the heatsink, and I'm interested to see how far those temperatures will go down. So let's get this thing taken apart. Now this machine runs super hot, and I can feel the entire laptop is completely baking. The main issue that these laptops actually have is going to be on the DDR5 power rail. So this is the power rail that powers these DDR5 memory sticks. It's 5 volts, and it ends up shorting out because these capacitors overheat. Now, the DDR5 memory sticks actually have their own dedicated fan. The CPU has 2 fans and the GPU has 1. Now, this fan doesn't really blow that much at both sticks. It definitely blows at one, but I can feel these sticks are on fire. They've been sitting here, the machine's been on, and that's also the cause of why this whole power rail shorts out a lot. Let's go ahead and get this disassembled so we can actually put new thermal paste on it, which I believe this machine's already been thermal pasted, so it has the liquid metal already removed, but we're going to put PPM 7950 on it. And then we also want to make sure we clean out the fans, because there's always going to be some sort of collection of lint or dust in this area right here, and that will prevent it from adequately cooling, and I would love to see the difference in temperatures at the end. Now this machine's extra special because it has an extra VRM cooler on the GPU, so there's a set of VRMs on either side, and so this little cooler hooks on here and then ties onto the main heatsink for the GPU. Some of the lower end models, this is a 4080, but like the 4060 I believe does not have any VRMs on this side, so it's going to be 4070, 4080, 4090. This one comes in 4090. But it does, help transfer some of that heat because they don't compact all the VRMs together. This machine, I haven't seen a single VRM fail on the GPU on this machine, so that's a good thing to be said. So I think the cooling is adequate for this machine. It's mainly we have DDR5 memory issues on this one. Alright, and the motherboard is out. Now you can tell they weren't messing around when they created this heatsink. It does cover everything. It covers the chipset, covers both of the CPU and GPU, and all of the VRMs in this entire area. So it does have adequate cooling. This whole thing does get really hot though. And if you're not familiar, this laptop's actually shipped with something called liquid metal. So it's a gallium-based liquid metal that goes on the, usually on the CPU, sometimes on the GPU also. And that has the thermal efficiency of transferring the heat from the CPU die onto the heatsink. It's almost like a perfect thermal transfer. And so that's why people use it on these gaming laptops. A lot of times the PS5 has it on there, but the issue is that it's highly conductive and it leaks. And so here's an example of this same motherboard that you can actually see some liquid metal on here still. And they mix it in with the heatsink compound, but there's liquid metal, and then if that stuff drips onto anything, it actually starts eating away at the aluminum and starts desoldering components from the board, but it also is shorting out components. So I've seen this leak tons of times, but what would we replace it with is something that has a near equivalent, and it's something called PPM 7950. Now PPM 7950 is a Honeywell product. It's a phase-changing thermal medium. What happens is it goes on where it's solid, almost like a putty,
and then whenever it heats up, it actually liquefies, and when it cools off, it goes back to that state again. So you won't have to worry about it leaking everywhere, but you also don't have to worry about it being thermally conductive. So it almost performs as well as liquid metal, but it's safer. And so in that case, we convert every one of these liquid metal machines to this, so that's what we're going to do on this one. Now, I believe this laptop's already been re-thermal pasted in the past, but we'll have to take a look here. I don't see that's been re-thermal pasted. It looks to me like they either added more thermal paste or something, because it looks like there's still liquid metal here. And if you look, this one's actually been leaking a little bit. Yeah, it looks like they cleaned off most of the liquid metal and it just has thermal paste in there, but yeah, you see liquid metal blob leaking out the side here. You see some leakage, but this board's actually working. Here's some more careful to pick up all the liquid metal, don't leave a single drop behind. Are out there, but if we would have just because that ends up their temperatures and noticed, and I wanted to do that for them and know it. If you notice this, the motherboard will not know it. Believe me, I've done this.
With Walmart summer style, you can leave quite an impression.
All right, board's clear, so we are ready to go. So our next step in this process is I want to go ahead and clean off the heatsink. We need to clean out the fans, and then we'll get it in. I have a feeling they're going to be pretty dirty. So each one of these, to get anything off of there, and inside the fan there. So if you can get all that out of there, then it will help in the long. Not a big deal. All right. We'll do a sweep around the board, make sure we don't have any stray drop. And then we'll get it installed with the new PTM. So we'll do this exact same thing. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll do this over the trash can. All right, got that cleaned up. Let's unscrew these fans. This one's 3 in the latch. This one's 4 on this side. And I believe I have to take them both off at the same time in order to get that. I like to just kind of heat up so you can wipe out all that stuff, and then we'll blow it. Metrovacs you can use one off without having to heat. A little bit worse. All right, we can get this reinstalled. And you want this tape to reseat where that chip is located. With the stick. All right, to get that applied on there. Apply some pressure. Let it stick really good. Last thing you need is whenever you're peeling off this top layer that it peels off the middle. We don't want the middle to be pulled off at all. Okay, peeling gently. Rolling it. And we're off. Okay, so that one's perfectly applied. We have the PTM installed. We're not reinstalling these barriers. I'm not worried about that. We don't need to protect anything. This is not going to leak anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to keep your motherboard safe for a long time. One thing I just noticed, we're missing a thermal pad here. So let's go ahead and add some more thermal pad here. I'll just probably sink, but no harm done. I'm going to set it off to the side temporarily. Most of these pads are all going to be 1 millimeter thick. Sometimes you'll have the right thickness. Just like normal, nothing else we have to do. We can go all the way with them now that we have all 4 of these done. Okay, we are good to go with that. I'm just going to reattach my fans while I'm thinking about it so I don't forget. And let's get this installed. I'm wondering how much of a temperature clean fans will definitely help. All right, the motherboard is installed. Moment of truth. It's going to take a second for it to boot back up because of the CMOS reset, but let's see if the temperatures have improved. All right, we got it booted back up, and I have the temps pulled up here, and we're almost 17 degrees cooler with the new PTM and the clean heatsink fan. So this definitely did resolve a lot of the heat issues they were having. Now imagine just a little bit of fluff and a little bit of PTM saving 17 degrees. That's pretty incredible. So hopefully you got something out of this video, and I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. And thank you. Do I sit here?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here is okay.
Yeah.
This spot? Alright. Before we get started, can you state your name for the record? Sheldon Norcross. And Sheldon, what are we here to talk? Is that he brags about how he used to play sports, so he loved.
MSI has some incredible things on display. AKA as well, hyperborea. So when you start to look into the energy source that attracts all magnets, okay, and they all point north, buddy, to this Niagara black rock. But here's the thing, when you go back in time, you can look at the land. These maps, they used to have more land mass. And when you start to look into the parallel and how they're basically hiding this landmass, it's because they're trying to hide the Artarian history, which basically the world has forgotten about. Once we start to understand that Hyperborean or Northern Hebrew lives in the north, that another name for Ireland is going to be Hyperborea. They did this so that they could hide Christ's line or lineage, which relates to the Artarian Empire. Remember that Christ was a Levite. This is why when you go to Ireland, also called the Holy Isles of Erin, you're going to find stories of the rod of Erin budding over in that one church. And then you're going to hear about the stone of destiny, the stone of stone, the stone of Jacob, as well as the Ark of the Covenant. All these things being brought to Ireland, also known as Hyperborea, brought by Jeremiah and the scribe. And so Hyperborean is really Hyperbarian. The Berean. This is why Ireland is known as the Holy Island, the Isle of pastors, preachers, teachers, and Boreans. Finally explained from a biblical Christ-like perspective. They don't want you to understand what they have done and how they were able to take Rufus Nigra, okay, if I pronounce that correctly. And we know it's because of these evil synagogue of the Satan people who have robbed us of the divine law, which goes back to the Hill of Tara, which is over there in the UK, which is really another way to say Tara, is Torah. Biblical instructions, which are Sav Aaron, okay? How ironic. To learn the way and remember, this is why they say that Paul wasn't real. It came to pass that person of the group came to Shaul privately, and shown by their rites and ceremonies they were descended from. This is probably why they were moved from the English of Acts, because they don't want us to understand the Hebrew heritage. Oh, reading babies. Can't forget it after this time. Woo! What a great lesson. Remember, they hid his story and the fact that he was also really a Levite, and he was from this lineage, which is why Hitler was so obsessed with him. I can make this go on for like 20 minutes, but I gotta cut it short. Learn the way at JamesLink.com. If we compile, it all five.
my dude? What up? Glad to be back. Hey, Bam Bam, what's up, my dude? What up? Glad to be back skateboarding. I want you on the Zero Squad. The team is full, so you will have to choose to kill off someone on the team by hitting that button. Now, I know it's a tough choice. Hell yeah! Took a decade of a hiatus just to get all larried up. Chris Hey, Bam Bam, what's up, my dude? What up? Glad to be back skateboarding. I want you on the Zero Squad. You got to hit A. You got to... Ready? Oh, that's...
Bird of animals that have only been seen once. First up, we have the Nishasar nightjar. So pretty much only one wing of this bird has ever been seen. In Ethiopia back in 1990, there was this team of bird researchers that found this old ran-over bird on the road. And after examining it, they realized that nobody knew what it was because it seemed to be a completely new species of bird. And then for the past 30 years, scientists have looked everywhere in Ethiopia and the surrounding regions to find this thing. But they found no traces as if it was like the last of its kind or the only one we're going to see. But it may have just been a hybrid of the regular nightjar. Philippine angel shark. These have only been seen once in the wild back in 1995 when this ship was dredging at the depth of like 1,200 feet and they pulled up this dead specimen of shark that they'd never seen before. And they preserved it in a museum and no second specimen has ever been found. The Andean wolf. So this is like a high altitude variant of the Maine wolf, which the Maine wolf is a really weird wolf already. It is this very strange canine creature, looks like a werewolf, and it's kind of like fox looking, like a hyena, kind of an uncanny looking creature. But the Andean wolf is theorized to live in the Andes Mountains in this snowy area, but all we found is one single pelt that these locals claimed was just this wild dog. And then scientists examined this pelt and declared that it was likely a mountain-dwelling version of the Maine wolf. But this is still unverified. Some people even think that this whole pelt thing was a hoax. Spade-toothed whale. So we actually have 0 live sightings of spade-toothed whales anywhere in the world. They were actually only a hypothetical species for over 140 years. The first jawbone fragment was found back in 1872, and then it wasn't until 2010 when 2 deceased whales, a mother and calf, washed up on shore of New Zealand that we were able to confirm that it actually existed, and this was the first time anybody actually saw what these things looked like.
Alright. keyframe. My keyframe. Huh?